Listeners,
Ready.
it's 1:30. That's why we're extra stupid this day.
It's 1:30 and we're recording on a Thursday because we're trying to avoid the National Day traffic.
And because
So
we
if
miss
anything
each other.
happens on National Day, you guys will hear about it from us a week later.
Yeah, we're pre-National Day right
It's
now.
Riyadh, bro. Riyadh on National Day is packed.
But I do appreciate our National Day
Fuck yeah.
activities today. Salaha, well done, guys.
Hey, welcome past the Kabsa. It's your boy Adi. What's happening? What's popping? Episode 228. I got the homie Turks are behind me.
Heyo.
I got the homie Shams right next to me.
Yo.
And number one is in the building.
Sleepy.
Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate you. Shout out to our tens and tens of listeners. Shout out to tens and tens of viewers. Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate y'all. And happy birthday to the greatest kingdom on the face of the earth.
Yes,
Whoop,
sir.
whoop. Saudi up.
It's been a great Saudi week.
كل عام والوطن بخير.
آمين يا رب.
Happy Saudi.
أعطيها واحد.
Happy Saudi. That sounds like a happy meal.
ما
We
عندنا
get one happy Saudi.
ما عندنا تقدم.
Turks أعطيها واحدة Saudi forever بالله.
Oh yeah, Saudi forever. We forgot. Was he here for it? Well, he wasn't here. Like, he was here for it.
Was he? I don't know.
No.
Maybe
Saudi
he was.
forever.
Saudi forever.
This is the new symbol. now.
That's our country.
That's all Wakanda.
Okay,
Saudi
nice.
forever.
Well done, boys. Innovation.
I don't remember the context, but
I don't remember.
it sticks.
I appreciate it.
I think you were somewhere traveling for weddings or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun
Anyways,
stuff.
what's been happening?
Well,
Okay,
Shay,
first off, where you going was I start? Like I have a list.
let's
of things.
appreciate Turks for his
Hairdo.
hairdo.
Thank you very much.
And
We can
so-
appreciate
and
the
his
silence,
beauty.
Adi. And
We had a discussion for the podcast that we never
Yes.
really finished.
Yeah.
I still have that question,
Exactly.
guys. Please.
Is this
I need an answer.
considered cultural appropriation?
Well, it depends where you get it from.
What do you mean it depends? It's not his culture.
I got
Yeah,
it.
but if you were handed it by somebody who is part
Handed
of
it-
that culture,
Yes.
then it's not appropriation, right?
Thank you.
Because you're being welcomed
Safe.
into that
Alhamdulillah.
culture.
I would like to coin a
Welcome.
term.
Like somebody needs to give you the flower crown. You can't just buy it.
Screw me,
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number one.
I
What's the
would-
term?
I would like to coin a term. Subculture appropriation.
Because we already have a culture, and this is a subculture.
Yeah,
This is
dude, we don't need
Okay.
any more terminologies.
I want you.
خلاص, I think we're good.
I want you to be cancelled so bad.
Good. We're good. لا عادي خلاص, I'm safe. I got gifted by someone of the region.
You got the pass.
Yeah.
Yes. So there you go. You've been welcomed into the culture.
Technically, yes.
This is equivalent of giving Messi the bish.
Two times, man. 2 times. You got on his head and on one hand.
What's it called?
Yes.
Flower crown, no, hand crown.
Hand crown.
Crown. It's a
Hand
bracelet,
crown,
you
yeah.
idiot.
Hand flower
Hand
crown.
crown.
Yeah.
طب ليش
Never buy
واحدة؟
jewelry.
ليش مو اثنين؟
ليش مو اثنين؟
Because I'm not a Power Ranger, my guy. What do you expect? me
I'm
to
just
do?
saying, you could grow.
It's morphing time! Turns into a flower.
No, he could just.
No, ما ينفع.
He could just grow trees,
can't
you
do
know,
that.
whenever. Just drop seeds as he walks along.
That's
So,
Captain Planet. Well, okay, yeah.
Well done. We appreciate it.
That's what you do on a weekend.
I'll leave dropping seeds while you're walking around to you, baby.
I mean, if it grows trees, that works.
Hey, sometimes it grows.
It's all about nature, Turks. Yeah.
First off,
Okay.
great, amazing week for being a Saudi.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. It started off with the Music Commission's, what's the name? And the Ministry of Culture's,
Marvels of Saudi Orchestra
yes, in New York.
concert. Yes.
Yes.
And the Performance Art Commission برضو.
Okay, the performance art. Who
Yeah.
else, bro? There's too many commissions, bro.
But which
There's-
we just
But those are
finished-
the two that were involved.
we
Okay, I
just
didn't even know
enjoyed
that.
watching
Oh.
just now,
We just saw like the whole 2 hours and 50 minutes.
and it was
Beautiful.
incredible.
It was
Honestly.
amazing. It was
Very,
amazing. It was amazing.
very
Marvelous
very
is the word that came to mind.
Invigorating.
It's it makes you very proud.
Mm.
It's proud to see a Saudi orchestra play for the world. Her Royal Highness Princess Tanim and His Highness Prince Bedr looked so happy.
Mm.
His Royal Highness Prince what's his
Turkey
name?
Faisal.
Turki Faisal looked so happy.
It was very enjoyable, honestly, from
Also,
beginning
shout out to our
end.
homie Hassan Jamil. Also, he looked so happy
Yeah.
and tall. Still tall. Still
Even sitting
tall.
down.
Still tall. Even when sitting down, he's the tallest one in the room. Sucks to sit right behind him, bro. Whoever's behind, I guarantee the seat behind him was empty. Like people were separated.
Just give him some space here.
You just see one empty line going behind. But yeah, it was so beautiful. Some critiquing.
Mhm.
I did not like the background. I think more
the la-
should have been done with the stage.
The lack of visuals.
The lack of visuals. I love the colors. The colors were
Yeah.
nice.
I felt like
The stage was very vanilla.
Yeah.
I felt like that helped you keep your focus on the actual music,
Yeah.
right, rather than distract. And that's
Exactly.
one thing that came to mind, right? Like the fact that there were colors changing that just kind of helped with the mood.
It was purple for the whole entire time, except for the
And
end.
it switched to green.
Yeah, it switched to green. And I loved how stripped it was. It's just the orchestra
Mm.
and the performing arts.
It would have been better if the lighting control was different, if it was only going to be the orchestra. But since you're going to have this huge stage and just an orchestra and just a blank background, it kind of I don't know. You feel like they're tiny in a whole big space.
The orchestras usually I see them with like a blank black background,
Yeah.
but this
Do
time
that.
they did color.
It's black, and usually the lighting is on everybody.
Lighting could have
been better.
Yeah.
Lighting could have been
definitely,
better.
But we're nitpicking. If we're
Of course, we're nitpicking. Yeah, it was an amazing,
If we
amazing
got the
performance.
lighting, yeah.
No, it was amazing. Yeah, exactly. If we got the fucking lighting, you know you did a great job.
I really enjoyed the fact that
HVAC had some of صراحة. Yeah.
The room temperature.
The color balance was off.
That was beautiful.
I really enjoyed the fact that they showed like a lot of different sounds from different regions across Saudi. They gave you like sounds of the South, Samri. Like they added a medley of songs we all
the
know
pop
and
culture.
love.
That was
Songs
a
that we
highlight
grew
to me.
up
The
with.
medleys صراحة. And the
transitions between every track was
yeah,
beautiful,
that was
smooth.
great. Yeah.
And the fact that they ended up having, I enjoyed that jazz Saudi collaboration they ended up having as
Yeah,
well. Like
that was my favorite part. Like the whole spectrum of it. That it started that we're gonna do our own music in our own way, then slowly transitioned to we're gonna do "Fly Me to the Moon" in our
That
own
was a
way.
huge
Fly to the
highlight.
Moon
That
was
was beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful rendition.
and then
Yeah.
transition to okay, we have the opera singer, so she's gonna do your
yes.
stuff in your style, and then we're gonna cap it off with the collaborative effort between the Dizzy Gillespie All Stars and what have you, and then cap it off with just like here's the greatest hits
of
Go
Saudi
wild.
of Saudi pop music, basically.
Flowed well صراحة.
And it showed the incredible range of the musicians. Honestly, the fact that they could transition from one style to the other and then bring it together and actually go back to what we all know and love was just beautiful to watch.
No, shout out to everybody on the whole team. Everybody from top, bottom, even the performers.
Amen.
All of them did a great,
Amen.
amazing job. مرة رفعت راسنا. It's so beautiful to watch.
كفو والله.
مرة كفو ما شاء الله عليهم. أحسن من شمس.
No, it's beautiful. I really like hope this kind of show goes around the world. Turks mentioned that
does.
it went to Mexico City and
Yes.
Brazil.
I believe the term was it does and it did.
Yep.
And hopefully it does. It keeps going, honestly.
That was beautiful. Shout out to everybody that was involved. It was amazing. Hope to see more and more.
Amen.
What happened after that? Bro, a lot of things happened this week.
And then we ended up going to 80s music. But before that,
No,
no,
And the week, and
not today.
in the world.
we also ended up watching the Crown Prince's interview that came out
Yeah, we saw it. Okay.
yesterday. Was
All of
Yeah.
Saudi watched it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody that didn't watch it.
beautiful interview, honestly.
Highlights?
For me, the fact that the confidence and an ease that the Crown Prince represented the vision and, talked about the successes that we are actually having now compared to where we were 4 or 5 years ago. The fact that we're walking around Sindala and showing you the island, telling you that people are coming here next year and like, this is already done. The projects, the hard work that we've been putting in, you're seeing the results come out now.
Yeah.
What I personally loved was the phrase, I don't care about sports washing.
Yeah.
Use that term.
Yeah, like it was the geopolitical equivalent of and what.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, because it speaks to a larger truth, the fact that it is working to push our economy. Like right now, like you just showed me the social media post of like Nasser's latest match, and it's telling you all of the countries around the world when the match is starting. Like the world is now looking at Saudi for so many different reasons, from sports to tourism to leadership across regional issues. So it's the transformation is already underway, very well underway, and the Crown Prince was just there to illustrate that to everybody else.
Look, I'm not surprised by the whole interview. His confidence and his leadership has been there for a long, long time. It's nothing new to the people who already know. I think the highlight for me was a couple of questions. Was the one about Israel. That was very important because rumors have been flying around. We talked about it a couple of times on the podcast, but he made it very clear. Like this, I mean, every single person, the foreign minister said it. Prince Turki Faisal said it also. So many people said it. Like the only solution, the only solution to normalization with Israel is Palestine, and we have no problem normalizing with everybody across the globe. As long as when it comes to Israel, we want it to be a player in the Middle East. We want it to be a major player in the Middle East. We know it can be helpful to the Middle East, but we need to solve this issue first.
Which for us is a critical issue since the founding, of this country. So,
and I love the look. Saudi government has been very, very transparent for the last couple of years. Actually, I think it's almost like 10 years now. They've been almost close to 10 years that they've been super transparent. And him openly talking to you about, yes, the Biden administration came to us. They asked if we can normalize. We gave them what we wanted. They told us what they want. They asked him about the security question. He's like, hey, it's been there for a long, long time. We've always been looking for regional security, whether it was with the US or anybody else.
And we've worked with the US for a long time.
When they talked to him about weapons, he was there for it. He's like, yes, of course, we're going to purchase defensive weapons to defend our own. Asking about Iran, he was there for every question that they asked. He was there for it. No backing of anything. And the same questions that were beating us from before, they tried did it again and again. He just just brushed it off, gave you the answer, kept the ball going.
And not just that, the insights that he gave you into, where we view ourselves in the world. Like, we are firmly in the lead at the moment. We're not waiting for anybody to tell us where to go. We know our direction and we're heading there.
Yeah, this was the language. We talked about it. Man, we said so many times. We record too much, bro.
Yeah.
Because remember, we talked about it last year. It was the direction of the government was, we're not looking at anybody. We don't care what anyone is saying.
We're
not
just
trying to
looking
prove
to our
ourselves.
welfare, basically, the welfare of our country, our citizens, our region.
We want to be a major player, and we're showing ourselves to be a major player. And the fact that he actually bluntly said it, he's like, if it's about dealing with Saudi, almost the whole world is dealing with Saudi. And every single business dealing with Saudi.
No, and the fact that the products you use in your everyday life, like, we do have our central, node in the world economy, whether it's oil, whether it's plastics, whether it's logistics, we are there.
No, it's beyond that. It's beyond that. It's beyond energy. Bro, come on, let's remember. See, this is the problem, okay? The country is moving so fast that we forget a lot of things that's been happening.
Correct.
Because we celebrate, by the time we're done celebrating,
something else is happening.
Camavinga plays for Real Madrid, okay?
Excuse me, who?
His name is Camavinga, amazing player.
French player.
French player, okay? Camavinga,
He's not a street fighter.
when he won the Champions League with Madrid, he was like, what I was expecting, this huge party to happen after. But it was the normal thing in Madrid. There wasn't a huge party. And it's the same thing. When great news happens, something great that we do, we celebrate it and move on looking for the next best thing. And we forget the great things that we did over the last 7, 8, 9 years.
It's like we've normalized greatness.
Exactly.
Right? It's like we've actually established a golden standard where greatness is the minimum expectation.
The fact you see the Minister of Energy saying, what's his name? Hack Fox News?
Yeah, I want His Royal Highness to command his ministers to get 8 hours of sleep.
No, he's like
3 days in a row.
Yeah, he's like ask His Royal Highness if he can allow his ministers to have 8 hours of sleep 3 days consecutively.
Yeah, which tells you, and it's the same question that was asked to all the ministers. It's nonstop. It's ongoing. There's always pressure to deliver because that's how high the expectations are, and that's how high the stakes are as well, right? Like we are talking about the transformation of a country, and to the fact that we've been able to do so much in the time that we've done it is nothing short of astonishing. Honestly.
I think what's astonishing about it is, yes, the money is there for the projects, right? The work ethic was the question that we always had. Will people be devoted and would actually stick to the plan? That was always the number one question. Will we be able to do this? Do we have the people that are competent enough to make this happen? And when you see him talking to the ministers, every minister seems like he's like game on. Like, I'm here. Like, even when they're talking, you don't feel like, we're just talking, I got 20 minutes to give you. You felt like, they have other things to go do after this interview.
Yeah.
And everybody was telling, this is what we need to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, basalama. Everybody was balling somewhere else. So it shows you even the people and the whole cabinet itself. Everybody is hands-on. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do. They know what they're supposed to deliver. And they know it's fast-paced and need to come back real quick. And the decisions, the final decisions that the country makes and moves and jumps, it needs someone that's always there. I always, like, me and Jay, we talk about it. Like, I'm up to 3 a.m. meeting. Everyone's like, you're up to 3 a.m. in the meeting. Like, the Crown Prince is up every single night working.
That's the normal of everyday work.
You're looking at someone that was born into a royal family, someone that was born into wealth. He never needed to work. He never needed to do anything. He could have just lived out the rest of his life and been just chill. Never needed anything, but took on a responsibility where his health is at risk to make this country move forward. And he put his name and himself on the line and his neck on the line for these great projects. Now, if you have that man that does that, what gives you the right to sleep? True. If you want to achieve your dreams, what gives you the right to sleep? If you can't handle what he's doing, then this is not the place for you. We need people that can keep up. And one of the ministers said is like, we're trying to keep up with him. And that's the best thing that I ever heard. I'm so grateful and proud to be in a country where I hate people saying, yo, there's so much going on. We're just trying to keep up, bro. Like, we're not keeping up.
That tells you you're going in the right direction, right? That in you're heading and there's a vision and people are...
It does not tell you go in the right direction. The leadership is what dictates if it's going in the right direction or not. Because you can have people that are competent, but without a great leader, no one's going to go anywhere else.
Yeah,
True.
It's difficult to compete or raise yourself to the standard of a leader who has his day planned down to the minutes.
To the seconds.
And in terms of what I'm talking about in terms of progress, that tells you that there is so much, the wheel is so large and that it requires so much effort to push that everybody's just coming together to really put that effort in, right? And the fact that that is the minimum expectation shows you the size and the scale of the task. But nonetheless, everybody is up for it because they see the benefits and the fruits of that coming through, you know?
I think it's multiple factors. Managing people is not simple.
Not at all.
At all.
Nope.
And having people believe
Inspiring
in what you
people,
believe.
exactly.
Inspiring is easy. But having them believe in what you believe in is extremely difficult. If it was easy, then the religion would have been easy. But as someone who wants to see God in front of him in order for him to believe, he'll never believe you no matter what happens. No, I got to see it with my own eyes. But you are selling a vision.
Exactly.
And then you're getting everybody on board and everyone understands their gameplay and everybody is ready to play.
Understands their role in the plan.
Not only the role, and they know it's game time even for them. You are as responsible as I am. That's very hard for someone to actually take on that, because it's not only his leadership. Even the ministers got to lead, and the advisors got to lead, and the people under them got to lead. And so it trickles down of you need multiple layers of leadership to make this sale. It's not an easy task, bro.
Not at all.
It's not easy to get everybody on board on one thing. I couldn't get y'all on board on dinner. Okay, just choosing dinner. We fight here for like 45 minutes.
Correct.
That's just dinner.
Mind you, bigger things.
Mind you, the security, safety, well-being of 35 million people.
The wealth as well, you know?
Bro, it's not an easy task. And for him to just make it so simple, it's just beautiful to see. Like, if he's doing his best, why should we stop?
This is basically a continuation of what Saudi's been on for the past how many years, but this is the incredible acceleration that we've witnessed under His Royal Highness. It's kind of a sight to behold. Like it's not even exceeding that. It's not even just hype. It is exceeding the hype. The reality is the hype itself, and it's like it boggles the mind a lot of the time. That when you really think about it, like within living memory, people used to use wet blankets for air conditioning as opposed to literally. Like I know that for a fact, and now we can just everything is available at the touch of your fingerprints.
It's not only that. There's another point that a lot of us living in Saudi do not really see. And a lot of us see when we travel, we're just traveling, come back home. What you don't see is the protection that the government's giving you at a time where everybody else is getting hurt.
We're talking about economic safety. We're talking about physical safety. We're talking about the security that you feel when, like I've never had that feeling of, hey, like if I forget to unlock my car, somebody's going to take it. You know, you've never had that feeling that people are looking out to take advantage of you as you're, you know, driving or riding down the street.
No one's trying to hustle you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And the fact that, and not just that, the fact that you have institutions in place in terms of hospitals and healthcare services and police, like even now, right? You know, you go out on the street and there's nothing for you to really be worried about.
The world in Saudi felt normal during COVID, and now it feels normal during Russia and Ukraine war that's tearing everybody apart.
Correct.
And we feel like, Riyadh season's coming up. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Ni'mah.
Alhamdulillah.
Ni'mah. Our parents saw it with Harb al-Khalij. We didn't get to experience that. Like we were young at that time, but now we get to experience during extreme rough times for the world. You are still thinking about buying the iPhone 15.
Chilling.
I already bought it.
See what I mean?
Congratulations.
Alhamdulillah, we're so grateful and
We're blessed.
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 So blessed to be born in Saudi and to live in Saudi and have this amazing leadership.
And live at this time.
I've never in my lifetime ever heard people that will name a minister by first and last name and they want to work for them because they heard stories of how he works. We've never had that before.
Nope.
We have friends like, yo, I want to work at this ministry. I want to work at that ministry because I want to work under that leadership. And they go there and they want to work so hard to get up there for them to be noticed. We've never had that before.
Just to build, just to be able to have that opportunity to build and leave an impact and actually have that legacy for the country.
Shuf, I'm not old enough, but I should have asked. I'm like, let me finish my fucking question. Before you get to what I'm saying, I need to ask my pops this. During the rush, when Aramco popped up and the military popped up and the Navy was this big thing and all these things, right? Everybody was going to get a job, right? They were trying to get hired for good pay and for them to live their lives. I think that was not excitement of working. It was a necessity to survive.
Need to live.
Right?
Yeah.
But today, it's the same rush that's happening to the government that happened back in the day.
But it's excitement.
Because it's on a bigger scale. You feel
and wishing you get the chance to go in to prove yourself.
And there's more opportunity. That, like the fact that we actually
contribute to
watch this 2.5 hour concert, of Saudi, music tells you that in terms of what you want, everything you want, you can do. There's an opportunity for it there, whether it's in sport, whether it's in music, whether it's in video games, whether it's in entertainment or in adventure tourism, like whatever it is.
And you hit the nail on the head. Listeners, it's sort of difficult to put into perspective, but we're in a phase in our country's growth and development where your hobby can legitimately be your career and the government is actively supporting you to do it. Like, if you like video games, you are spoiled for choice.
Yeah.
You can literally, there are...
There's development programs.
No, not even that. It's like 3 or 4 significant government-backed institutions, companies, initiatives that you can make use of. Same with music, same with filmmaking, same with literally anything you can think of.
And that is the dream, right? The dream that we actually had, and we're actually now seeing.
The government is basically saying, "See that dream?
Go get it.
Go get it.
Yeah.
وإحنا معك."
Yeah. And we want you to be number one.
Yeah.
We'll support you to be number one.
معك.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Let's go.
And to all the parents out there that watch the interview, on behalf of all your kids, I want to say, back your ass up from my controller.
Correct.
We're all playing video games. You can't tell me otherwise. He's building a vision and playing video games. All right, FIFA FC24 it is. All right. Right now, me and Talo on the crew, we're fighting everybody else. Demolition derbies. Gaming is on.
Amen.
Deny your kids gaming, you're a bad
Amen.
parent.
Let them game. Let them disconnect.
Let them game.
Yeah.
A bunch of adults like just putting fingers on the adults. Well, shout out to the whole country. It was an amazing interview. And we haven't heard the Crown Prince talk in a while, to be honest.
True.
It was almost like a year and a half now since the last time he did anything.
So, and that's the beautiful thing.
Stands to make sense. Like he doesn't have time to talk. I don't think.
Bro,
You got to see the progress, and that's for me. That was the highlight. That you actually got to see the progress and hear it as well.
off to other side of things. Did you guys see Nasser when they went to Iran?
Yes.
Have you seen the videos?
Tell me more. I saw one clip actually of Ronaldo meeting the artist.
Oh no! Before that, on the way to the hotel.
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
No.
Can you imagine the people and citizenry of Tehran wearing Al Nasser jerseys?
Bro, the fact that people,
Interesting.
A Saudi club.
yeah,
Saudi club.
and for me, that's the fact that Saudi clubs overall, Nasser especially, has gone global over the past year is amazing, honestly.
Like they filled the streets. Like the stadium was empty because these people are uncontained, are uncontrollable.
That's the fanaticism of football, is it not?
Did Nasser remove it? I think Nasser removed it. No. Here, so you can watch this while we talk. It was a beautiful scene of watching all these people watch their idol come and play in their own country, and he's playing for Nasser in Saudi.
Yes, exactly.
And
You see the kids? Everybody ran up the mountain to the hotel,
Ooh,
just trying to take videos and pictures.
let's go.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful sight. That's football right there.
That's
man.
inspiration, honestly.
Yeah, that's
100.
football, bro.
it's one of those moments that shows you that sports is actually transcendent.
It is.
And it shows you the value of these athletes, right? That shows you how many people around the world look up to them.
True.
Honestly, that is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And like, yeah, that's
and on top of that, Ronaldo of all people, he deserves this.
Mhm.
One of the hardest working people to ever play the game.
and yeah, exactly. And the fact that he's an idol to so many kids, you know, speaks to his hard work and the fact that he's able to remain at the game at this age. He's 38 now.
No,
See?
the only thing that the
Yeah.
only person that I've seen as compete as hard as him was Michael Jordan. That's it. The only person that I've seen as compete.
I thought you were gonna say Zlatan.
No, Zlatan can relax, bro. Zlatan can relax.
That's
Yeah, we're talking-
is above all of this.
Yeah, we're talking about people who maintain high levels for themselves and for those around them, like all the time.
You
nonstop.
had a guy that went to every single stadium and got booed. Every stadium, they started chanting his rival's name. Everyone belittles him every single game, and he still goes in and competes
And not just
wins
that.
and wins and wins. It's not easy to have that kind of mental strength to be number one. This guy has been number one through like hard bullshit. It started when his father passed away, and you saw him come back with Portugal and still play. And then you saw when the England incident on the World Cup. Was it the Euros or the World Cup?
World Cup 2006.
And then he went back to England playing for Manchester United with every stadium in England
Hating
booing
him.
him,
Yeah.
screaming at him. And he's still winning. He competed. And then he went to Madrid and had to battle out with Messi, Barcelona, and everybody hated him because every kid loved the little midget that dribbles, right? And it became a fucking bullshit run for him, and he still competed over and over again.
Excuse you, he's not a midget. He's 5'7", my height. Excuse you.
The fact that he
Please.
stayed number
Rude.
one for so long, the fact that he
our
broke
brand.
so many records, the fact that he won as many trophies as he did, like that.
He
and,
dominated Europe.
And
But
then
are you guys telling me Cristiano Ronaldo is the underdog in this story?
no, we're telling
No, this
you.
is what every Messi fan wants you to make you feel like he's trying to make it up.
Every Messi fan wants you to feel like he's Cobra Kai.
we're telling you about the power of sport to both unite and uplift people, just, you know, by the fact of its actual being. The fact that Nasser plays in Asia and it has Cristiano and all the other players that it has is going to make Nasser the biggest draw, or Al Hilal because it has Neymar. And that's where Saudi's at. We're at that place where we are where people want to be. We are what people are looking at. We are what people are. It's just in all different spheres and cases. You know, we are the ones leading, basically. That's
We
what
are
it
the
is.
world.
And Cristiano was one of the best investments that we could ever have.
For people who don't understand sports, this is called soft power. It works.
عندي مداخلة.
الطالب اللي ورا.
عشان اخونا بالله ما he talks over me.
Exactly.
كويس رفع يده.
Yes, exactly.
من أول.
There's an very interesting undercurrent that this is happening in Iran specifically, because you know it sort of undermines the party line, like, oh, Saudi is bad,
Saudi is bad.
it's bad.
And you got Cristiano.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Go to the street in Tehran, and you
Stop saying it like that.
Stop it. Yeah.
That's
You
the
keep saying it like that. How
that's the authentic term.
okay.
I am not Iranian. I
Do
am
you say
Persian.
Venezuela?
He tries.
Thank you very much. Go on. Yeah.
يقول فنزويلا.
زي ساكرامنتو.
You go to the street in Tehran.
Thank you.
You hear the populace, like, they say, why aren't we like Saudi Arabia? Look at them. They're a religious country. They're sticking to their values, and they have the progress, the openness. Like, you can sense the frustration at their government policy. Like,
It's not only that. It's even in Iraq. I have a friend of mine who was telling me, he's like, a lot of people are telling us, oh, Saudi bad. But we look at TV. Y'all have some of the best players in the world playing in your league.
Saudi good.
You have all the greatest artists coming to your festival every single year.
Saudi good.
You have 3, 4, 5 months of nonstop events happening every single day.
Saudi good.
And we're sitting here listening to a bunch of Iranians telling us, Saudi doesn't want you guys to succeed. Like, yo, I want to be Saudi, bro. I want to come down there. Give me access.
And when you go to Saudi, you see how good it is compared to where you are. You see how things work. Services are available. Security is widespread. You know, people get jobs and are able to build wealth for themselves and their families.
You get the same respect as a local citizen.
Yeah, so it actually works. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
it's the healthcare, it's the services. It's basically you feel like you can have حياة كريمة in this country without really compromising on anything such as security, your livelihood. Again يعني الحمد لله يعني احنا في نعمة مو متخيلينها يعني.
الحمد لله.
You guys need to also understand.
Visit Saudi, ladies and gentlemen.
Visit Saudi.
This is not a paid ad.
Speaking of visit Saudi,
Yeah.
I'll talk from my own experience because a lot of people don't have access to Saudi, like compared to today, when you can get a tourism visa and just walk in. So for a long time, Saudi was a myth to a lot of people.
Yes.
The only time they saw it was Hajj, and it was Hajj or Umrah, and then they're gone
Yeah.
to
True.
Jeddah. So the only thing they saw of Saudi was them coming to Jeddah and leaving Jeddah.
And that's
Yeah,
even if they were Muslim or had the
It was
opportunity to
either
come.
that or Agrabah.
Okay.
True.
So a lot of stories were made up about Saudi. And Saudi was the country that was, we don't like it. Even in our region. There
It
was,
was
always
inaccessible.
It was always a reason to find a way to hate Saudi. Was it because of religion? Was it because of money?
Politics.
Whatever the fuck it is, there's always a reason to hate it. And this is the first time that we're actually opening the doors to the world. And you spent 20, 50 years telling your kids that Saudi is a bad place to go. And your kids are looking at it saying, I don't think so.
No.
And because you have the opportunity to actually come and judge for yourself. And because you come and you see all of the different things that the country has to offer that you never even knew about.
Yeah, but you're talking about your own experience. I'm talking about other people that looked at us and said, oh, okay, this is before it was, oh, they're too extremists. And now, oh, this is the nation of Islam. Why do they have all of this?
Speaking of that, Adil, the quintessential example of like people who believe any shit you make up about Saudi. Remember that story back in Janadri a few years ago where a certain Emirati model was allegedly deported from the country for being too handsome?
What?
That was a real story
Yes.
that was covered by global news media.
Oh wait, this rings a bell.
Yes,
It does.
it
What the
does.
hell?
And it brings us back to
ما كملت سالفة.
the shallowness.
ما كملت
of-
سالفة.
He's still talking.
انت قاعد تقاطع كل واحد اليوم. Let us all talk, bro.
The reality of the matter, this happened in Jinadriya. The guy was in the women's section. قالوا له يا ابو شاب خليك عند الرجال يعني اثقل شوي. That's it. That is it. And it was spun like, oh, they kicked him out for being too handsome and alluring to the women folk.
يا إلهي.
Alerting. That's the word. Alerting.
So-
Did they write he was nicknamed Demuz?
That.
and the guy was
Demuz.
the guy was like mkayif, like, oh, this is the greatest publicity ever. I'm the guy who was kicked out of the country for being too handsome.
It's like that Syrian girl that just kicked out of Qatar. Did you see it?
No.
This was like, I think like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. She said something stupid. I think it was on TikTok or whatever, and they kicked her out of the country.
TED
And
Talks. Wow.
Right? Then TikTok, not TED
Ah,
Talks.
it's TikTok.
Yeah,
Okay.
fact.
يا مثقف.
لا يا شيخ.
Yeah.
I was she was gonna go on stage in the country and shit the country on stage.
I don't know, bro. She's brave.
She said something stupid, and then she got caught. Then she did another post. She was like, "Oh, I'm back in Syria. I got kicked out by Qatar. Okay. Oh, I don't need you guys. I didn't want to be there in the first place. You know, that kind of bullshit."
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Exactly.
Yes, that is the term.
Like, cry, bitch.
Literally, that is the term.
So,
The other one that sort of gives me a chuckle is that we talked last week or the week before about the Indian BJP party.
okay, thank God. All right. Okay.
No, not
Making
that
sure we're
story.
keeping
Adil.
track.
No, you started in the wrong place, my guy. Anyway.
There was a viral post from Indian Facebook about a local Indian expat who was basically saying, the Kaaba will be ours someday.
Okay. Cool story, bro.
Cool story. It will be ours, inshallah. It was an old Hindu temple, whatever. You know that stuff. You know that nonsense. And
Oh my God, bro.
next post on social media, like, dude was deported right quick.
Mad quick.
Like,
Oh, there was another one, by the way. I saw
Uncle Phil
saw-
started like,
a while ago, this guy put on LinkedIn that he got a job in Saudi. And then one of his friends, I think, I don't want to say which country, it's an Arab country. But
there's only those three. You know the three.
It's okay.
You know the three.
I think I know where this is going.
one of his boys actually took screenshots from his Twitter account
And posted it.
of things that he was saying about Saudi.
Okay.
One of his boys.
One of his own boys.
Oh, this is screw you in particular.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you know our people, bro. When
Yeah.
they catch it, it's game on,
Yes.
bro.
Game over.
Oh.
And they went hard. They found, bro. He clocked up his account. He closed his LinkedIn. Like that's it. It was done with. It was done with. And then on the same hashtag, someone came out. It's like, by the way, we both work at the same company. They just deported him.
It is real. It is happening. It is happening.
Look, foreigners do not understand this. We as Saudis, we talk shit to each other. It's all good.
Yes, but we don't take shit.
But we don't take shit from nobody.
We don't
Come to
allow
our house.
Exactly. Even if you're not in our house, don't even mention my name. Right? Get my name out of your fucking mouth, my guy.
But
This is how we move.
because we know that we are looking out for each other and looking out for our own, hence the shit talking. You know, we're
Yeah.
always trying to, bring each other up.
أنا وأخوي على ود عمي.
Exactly.
I know them.
I know what I meant. Arwan Hussein.
Exactly.
We know the vibe.
Oh, the vibe.
Al-Gharib.
Though we need an army for her.
You don't need shit for her, bro. Thank God she's out.
We got an
They
army.
destroyed her, bro. And then you saw you know what she did?
No.
She posted a video with the
Iranian flag.
the Iranian flag behind her. She's dancing. As in, you guys didn't want me there? I support Iran anyway.
Good luck. Yeah.
Bro, Rwanda can really go. Never mind.
Yeah.
You know what Rwanda can go,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. Moving on to better things.
Bruh.
Yeah.
But I love our people, bro. They destroyed her on social media. Like, look, here's the thing. We know a lot of people do not understand. Most of these influencers are up there because of Saudis. Period.
Correct.
Saudi money.
It's the biggest market.
Everyone knows when we support someone, you're going big.
When we like you,
We really like you.
Yeah, exactly.
And once we hate you, it's
we
game
really
over.
hate you. Yeah.
It's there's no middle ground with us.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't lose us.
Don't.
Make sure you don't lose us. Because
Yeah.
if you lose us,
And the only thing we ever ask of all of them is just to be respectful to us.
which is very simple and easy to do.
You can bullshit us with a fucking advertisement.
No, do
We're
your
cool
thing,
with that.
right.
But do not disrespect us.
Which that's the line. And that line, once you cross it, is something that you can't take back.
And we'll never forget it. And
Basically.
Rawan figured out the hard way, bro.
Yeah.
Like we don't forget,
And
bro.
people are reminded.
Yes. And we're gonna keep reminding every time someone pops up that we don't like. We're gonna remind. Bro, shit. They attack us and we're here.
We're just chilling. Just doing our thing, bro.
Anyway. I know I'm gonna get a phone call for this, but give it the vibes, yeah. Come on. Tomorrow the Jihad is gonna do it. Anyway, so Shisma.
Moving on.
Anyway, let's move on before we bounce out of here. Oh, wait, it's too early.
Yeah, it's
I have a dumb
Yeah.
topic, but continue.
I want to talk about the turkey fights, not the actual animals.
wait.
Okay.
Yeah, that image. Okay, what?
I know he knows. I'm sure both of you are disconnected from this.
Of course.
Over the last, let's just go for the last month.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's-
even gonna go over the last couple of years.
In Turkey, it's been open season on Khalidi tourists. for
I
some
On
reason.
all Arabs.
I
On
s-
all
I
Arabs.
saw a video actually a couple of days ago.
The Kuwaiti.
The Kuwaiti.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
Yeah.
that was
There's a
insane.
huge argument about it where.
I need context.
So this guy, again, we do not know the story. I'm gonna tell you his end. His end was he got attacked.
Kuwaiti guy walking around.
Yeah.
No. He was having dinner. He was sitting with his wife and his kids, and I think they were at a restaurant, right?
His alleged version of the story was basically they were attempting to charge him for things he didn't order, and he said, "I'm not gonna pay." Bro got jumped
While he was sitting down
With
at the
his family.
restaurant.
with his family.
Okay.
Bro,
got
they
jumped,
knocked him out. I'm talking about knocked out
Yo.
cold.
Steel
Yo.
pipes.
His
and
wife
everything.
is screaming, like a huge bulge in his head, bro.
Damn.
And then before that, the what's his name? The Yemeni guy who got killed protecting his kid.
What?
I haven't heard
Yeah.
that one.
That one, the video was there for it.
Oh, wow.
And same thing, they jumped and beat the shit out of him.
What? What's happening?
So basically,
Okay, let's be honest. A lot of people do not understand that Turkey is a racist country towards Arabs.
and
And they're very proud of it.
people
Yeah.
have been having
Yeah.
problems while going to Turkey for a while now. It starts from depends on your experience, obviously, but the treatment, the animosity, the hostility, you feel it from the moment you get down there,
Yeah.
and it just goes all the way while you're there.
It is a country that, in its cultural zeitgeist, was for the past half millennia, quote unquote, the leader of the Muslim world and by extension, the superior of the Arabs. For them and their culture.
In their head.
Yes, in their
Yes,
head.
in their head. In their head. In their head.
Yo, the Ottomans are gone, bro. We're still here, though.
Yeah, and
I don't be talking shit, son. You're holding on to the past. You're like those racists, like from the KKK and shit. That wish before the Civil War we were one. That kind of bullshit.
Back in the good days.
Back in the good old days,
When we had the hats.
bro. Like, yo, I don't know why Arabs are still going there. I don't understand. Okay, it's cheap. We get it. Just like these people.
No,
but at the same
there's
time,
there's a lot of better places to go where you actually will be
Shamsi would
welcome.
not let me finish a sentence today, bro. Like at all,
no,
he
no,
would
but-
not let me finish any sentence, any argument, like nothing, bro.
Go on, keep
No,
going.
I'm done. No, you fucking talk
I'm leaving.
now.
I'm leaving.
No,
you
no,
to
I'm
your-
done. No, you talk.
and
You
if-
talk.
when you look at it around you, there's a lot of places you would go and you'd actually get whatever the hell you want to get out of Turkey without having to deal with all the bush that comes there. Whether it's Egypt, whether it's going abroad to Europe, whether it's going down South Africa. Like, I don't know why Turkey still remains a place where people end up going and having this shit.
Yeah,
happening.
Because it's cheap, culturally
I just said it,
relevant.
bro. في مساجد في كل مكان.
Yeah.
ماليزيا فيها مساجد في كل مكان يحبونا في ماليزيا طيب.
بس مو-
5 ساعات قريب.
It's not European though.
تصوروا ارطغرل هناك. التصوير كان
Okay,
هناك.
so cultural
Again,
stuff.
it's a mixture of many things. Like
Georgia يا أخي.
again, it's like we know that طرابزون احنا اللي مقومينها basically,
Yeah, that's basically us.
والكويتيين I guess no.
which is basically us.
Yeah.
Quote
Which is
unquote.
basically us.
So the problem is that there has always been, technically Turkey is a secular country. So when you have a secular country, you have a space for non-religious or non-religiously motivated people to form a political position. And when you're in a secular country, the political position of those people would likely be nationalist. And what do nationalists hate? People who aren't
Not
them.
nationalists.
People who aren't them. So you have it takes on either a national, we are Turks, screw the Kurds, screw the Arabs, screw the Armenians, screw the Greeks, screw anybody that isn't us, or screw anybody that isn't
Turkish.
in this country.
We are the liberal Islam.
That's the other version as well. Like again, those people are like the fascists, the nationalists, they are the quote unquote secular parties. Like they'd say, look, oh no, actually we're technically Aryan. We're not Turkish.
But they're just hating because they're all left behind. Europe doesn't want them and Arabs don't want them.
Yep.
And they're just stuck and they're just being
They're literally
haters.
stuck in the middle.
Bro, we announced the whole, what's name? When the G20 happened, the whole railroad from coming
From
from
Europe.
India to, what's
Europe.
name? To the Marat, then all the way from Saudi, all the way up to Europe, right? Erdogan comes out, he was like, nah, son, nothing's going to Europe without us.
لا
We
يا
propose a different plan. You take everything up through the Suez Canal to Iraq, and then we create a road from Iraq to Turkey for it to go up. على كيف أمك هو؟
Good luck.
What are you talking about,
This is
bro?
when you have dreams in your head.
But you go through this way, we give you extra kebab.
I like the tweet that he put out when he was talking about peace with Israel. He put it on different accounts, and then on his main account, he's
He has different messaging
yeah,
and
different message,
account.
bro. Palestine is always in our heart, like, bro,
That's
Yeah.
been the agenda for a minute.
Ignore the fact that Israel is our biggest trading partner.
bro, like the biggest lying manipulators, bro. Anyway, they don't deserve our money. They don't deserve anything from us. So I don't know why people are still going. Y'all losers for going.
Go to Egypt
At least go to Egypt.
or Malaysia.
Iraqi kebabs are better.
Iraqi kebabs.
Anyway, forget Turkey.
What else is going on in the world?
I don't know. Y'all want to talk about Hassan Minhaj?
What happened? What did he do now?
What did he do this time?
Yeah.
Is he still relevant?
Oh, not anymore.
Yeah, that's the first question because I haven't heard that name in a minute.
He did an article for the New Yorker,
Okay.
and
Also, TV doesn't want him anymore.
New Yorker was like, you know what, Champs? I swear to God, if I can't finish the sentence this week,
Okay.
I'm gonna commit suicide, bro. Like, let me
have-
talk
you have-
today.
you
bro.
have
I
many
swear to
things-
God,
He's
man.
over killing you now.
Yeah.
He wants to kill himself.
I swear to God, bro. Like, let me speak today.
You have many things in front of you, Ada, that you can throw.
And the problem is, for the last 8 hours, he's been doing this to all of us.
مروق.
Anyway, back to what I was talking like a normal person before I got really interrupted. Hassan Minhaj.
Ew.
He did an article, an interview with the New Yorker.
Mm.
The New Yorker takes this shit seriously. So the New Yorker went and started vetting a lot of things that he was saying.
Mm.
And on his special, he was talking about how when he said something about Jamal Khashoggi, and he got a letter in the mail that was anthrax. And it came, and his daughter opened the mail, his little daughter, and it came all over. He had to rush her to the hospital. This was in his special. And it turns out that was all lies.
Yeah, Justice Mulia
Wow.
has something to say.
Exactly. It was that. And then the article was him talking about, oh, as comedians, we fabricate things. مدري إيش. There was another story that he said about when he was going to a prom in high school and he went to the girl's house. And then her father came out and was like, oh, she's not going to a prom with you.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right, Kev? And then the girl came out. She was like, what the fuck? She was like, no, he came 3 days before. I told him no. None of the story never really happened. And she got death threats. And she came out and talked publicly.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Shit escalated.
Exactly. This asshole is a liar, bro. He was always been a fucking liar. We talked about when he was doing his episodes against Saudi. He's just a liberal cunt. That's all he is. There's a hand up his ass that tells him how to speak democratic.
I'm one of the good brown ones.
I am the lefty Muslim that wants to be with the Democrats, and I'm like one with y'all, and we should build together. And let's give him a Netflix show and let him do the things that we want him to do. And that's all he did. He just went talking as a left cunt and stopped being a total fucking dick to everybody else, forgetting that, I mean, this guy betrayed himself, his family, his religion, his people. He betrayed everybody for fucking fame.
Which brings us back to why is he so
وربك
relevant?
ما يضرب بعصا.
Yeah.
تقعد تتكلم وتتفلسف ربك ما يضرب بعصا.
People will find your shit out.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you will get called out.
Citation needed, Hassan.
Yeah, fuck Hassan Minaj. Seriously, like from the beginning, I saw on this podcast, fuck this guy. This guy's a loser, and his white people are giving him value. He's a monkey that's dancing. That's all it is.
That's his audience, though, right? He's speaking the words that they want to hear. And the fact that it comes from his
Are
mouth.
you speaking the words that they want to hear, or are you told what to say? You have writers. Don't tell me you're the one writing every single fucking
no,
show.
it's just not that. It's you're pandering to the audience because you want to be liked. And it's a very age-old, technique
Tactic.
to actually get.
Yeah,
in,
but that's no excuse, to be honest.
It's not. It's definitely not. But it just shows you the shallowness of
I
thought.
do
There's this-
agree. I'm sorry to go on.
Yeah, there's this pet theory I have because I am like to develop pet political theories in my spare time because I'm a very fun person.
Super fun.
Yeah,
Very
I
fun.
can imagine the
Exactly.
wall in your room.
Yes, exactly.
You know,
Pet
she's
theory wall.
you know, she's gonna be lucky.
Yeah.
My-
Hello, Amazon. More red yarn, please.
All he needs is just a wall, just one wall.
Just
That's all
one
he
wall.
needs.
Prime it, please.
Yes.
For now, my pet theory is liberalism as a survival tactic for minorities.
Mm.
It is my belief that for a lot of people, the allegiance or alliance with the left wing and the Democrats is basically a response like, yo, the right wing does not want us. So how about we just getting good with the people who say they won't harm us or
Hello, my
or-
baby.
Basically.
Hello, my honey. Hello.
Basically.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that disintegrate in front of our very eyes.
Mhm.
You have people like this idiot who is basically towing the line and actually getting called out on his bullshit. And then you have the Muslim city council that said, enough with the pride flags. No pride flags. All of us, we say no. And then the whites got in their feelings. How could you betray us? We fought for you. So basically the insinuation here, we are going to protect you and in turn sacrifice your entire values and belief system.
For our values and
For our
beliefs.
values and belief system.
Mm-hmm.
Differences.
Such a
tolerance. Such tolerance.
yes. Thank you very much.
And
That was
understanding.
great.
And acceptance.
Yeah,
Turks.
Yeah. And
You know-
diversity.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know about acceptance?
Yes.
it hammers home the point. مالك إلا أهلك مالك إلا ناسك.
True.
No, it just shows you as well that the facade that, they actually do care about cultural nuances. No, they don't. It's just about what we want.
It's about aesthetics.
Yeah.
They appreciate culture in so much as it looks nice. But
Window
they-
dressing.
Yes, but when they actually dig down in the culture, they disagree, and hate it on a fundamental level.
Yo, if my country is going through troubles, why would I give a shit about what's happening in another country?
You shouldn't. You don't.
Exactly.
So fuck them.
Yeah, it's always been fun.
Literally.
Like imagine that, bro.
Literally, it's
Imagine that. Imagine like, yo, I can't put food on my table, but I need to tweet about Saudi right now, though.
You do better things. Find better hobbies.
Oh,
Oh.
look at James. You're providing for the people.
Mm-hmm.
Get a better hobby.
Wisdom, knowledge.
What else has been on the news? And you had a question a minute ago.
I had a dumb topic actually. Since we'll end this episode on a lighter note.
Before you start, can you get Mr. Kamakawewul off the screen, please? It's very distracting. He is very distracting.
My bad.
Okay. The
Give him a remote. Give him a remote.
over the rainbow,
okay.
the ukulele man.
Yeah, he's a very
ما غيرت انت غطيت
Yeah.
الصوت
I
بس
totally forgot.
listeners. The thumbnail
Oh,
is
في
the thumbnail that Turks is complaining about is about a very very fat Polynesian man.
what's your
He's
story?
an artist.
Sure.
Just YouTube somewhere over the rainbow. Here you go.
My topic, my dumb topic. Today in the office, we decided, you know what? It's Saudi National Day. Let's kick off the long weekend right. So we decided, let's bring رز للمكتب.
Same.
My question is,
Wow, you guys are so wild.
Dave,
Yo,
on-
we're
celebrating,
bro.
We're celebrating.
I'm-
Out of the box, outside the box thinking.
I'm-
you
bro,
know?
it's happening.
You know?
I'm sending up a question.
يوم الوطني وكبسة.
والله من قهر.
When do you think it's appropriate to have those quote unquote big, fancy, work can wait type of lunches for the office? Is it something that in an ideal world would exist aslan?
And it would make
What do you
sense on the national day, for example.
I'll tell you. يعني خلاص, يعني the lunch happened at like, I want to say 2:00 something.
Mhm.
And for the most of the day, we are aware that خلاص, it's a long weekend. Most of the people have clocked out already.
It's coasting time.
Essentially. And the impetus of that, you know what, since we're coasting already, let's have a big lunch and just like end the day on a happy note.
تكفيلة.
Yes.
فل.
Is that okay, or should you be quote unquote always on all the time?
For me,
Yes.
I come from the school of Hitler. Okay.
That I want to hear your perspective.
One of my favorite songs, by the
No,
way.
to me personally, if I was going to give my employees something for the national day, I will give them the day off.
That's what
It's better than any lunch.
Yeah, no,
That's
no,
what
there's
everybody
a
gets, right?
Team building.
No.
Kind of.
You already know it's gonna be a long weekend, right? But if we're gonna do something special on the Thursday of the long weekend, I would rather have them all either not come to work or leave by noon
Yeah.
Okay, that's
and
fair.
go be with your family.
I have a lunch thing, and then you know what? You're off for the rest of the day.
Don't even have a lunch thing.
Don't come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, say you got some stuff to
أذن
get done.
الظهر صلي الظهر الله يستر عليك.
Yeah, بس برضو there's an appeal to actually having like يعني برضو maybe this happens after National Day and when you come in and there's like a whole National Day setup with like عرضة and different booths having like
As you can see by my attire.
That's what's gonna happen on all of Saudi on Monday.
yeah, exactly. So that happens
be-
after and there's an
to be
appeal to
fair-
that as well.
To be fair, we are strictly I've never seen us deviate out of the lunch hour is the lunch hour. لا تزودها تقلبها ساعتين ونص. It's like خلاص. You are by law allowed your 1 hour quote unquote break. So we use that to just have a little interesting and just نكسر الروتين.
Discipline.
The problem with it is that some employees, their work is important.
True.
Other employees, their work is not that important,
True.
or it's not due right now.
Mhm.
So you could say, okay, some of these people are tired. I want to give them a break. But these people that are tired, like, we don't need a break. We need to get this done because we want to go home on time. Or else I'm taking my work with me. So it's kind of hard. That's why I don't play that game. It's either everybody works from home. Everybody on this day, everybody's just going to be working from home. Do your things from home. Don't need to come to work. Or I'm not going to waste 4 or 5 hours to get people lunch and have them talk. You've been talking the whole day. You've been working here for a year now.
No, but from a managerial perspective, you
wasn't 4
do
or 5
need that
hours,
kind
I
of
would say.
team building.
It was
Thing.
just an order from Jazz Collective.
Is it really team building when you're sitting down eating?
Sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, bro, relax.
Sometimes.
I would make an argument, yes.
I personally never enjoyed any of the corporate things when it comes to this.
It wasn't.
لا تضيع يوم توديني استراحة. لا تضيع يوم توديني مكان.
No, listen, it's not about like, okay, the whole team is having lunch all in one table and kind of, no. But when you have each clique having their own space and they're having their own conversations, you do create a bond between team members.
It's
Over food.
yeah.
Over food.
And then food finishes, everybody goes back to their own sectors and start working and no one's talking to each other again.
But
Cute.
during the next couple of
It's a
weeks,
department thing. Like
Yeah.
you
do
do
it with
see that
people-
bond
a bond
strengthening.
is firm. A bond is formed. Like I'd have a lunch with somebody. They'd happen to be sitting in the same place in the common area, and I discovered, this guy's really into video games. For example, like, that's something nice that we can just occasionally chit chat.
I can tell you, each company never thought about that as team bonding. The idea of team bonding, each department does its own thing for its team to be functioning properly.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Has
saying.
nothing to do with the other departments.
And for me, that's
True.
the essence. Like, if you're going to do that, like for example, our department recently had a dinner which was at a very traditional Saudi restaurant, and for me, it was an opportunity for me to get to actually interact with the different functions that. Yes, we all fall under the same head, but I don't really know you as a person because everybody's just busy doing their thing. So now it's a chance for us to actually sit down and actually kick back and have that relationship at least established, right?
The team building you're talking about, Adil, within the department, that helps in like the department working
As a
well
function.
together as a unit. But the team building between different departments, just individuals, that makes a difference in the employees' motivation to go to the office, knowing that there
has
are.
nothing to do with
I disagree
motivation.
with
Let me continue.
You make friends, yeah? Is that what you're talking about?
No, you do have some people you enjoy having conversations with at the office, even though if they're not in the same department.
Yeah,
at
but
least
I don't need to do a
if
lot.
you're
not
having a break,
motivation.
if you're having, and there are people that you can have a conversation with, and
Okay.
that brightens up your day a little
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
but it's not a motivation.
Exactly, it's not a motivation.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what one of my boys used
bit. It
to
makes
do.
the day go easier.
Look, I used to work in I don't want to mention it, but every Thursday it was lunch. Every Thursday the company will bring in lunch.
Yeah, that's forced.
Now,
Right?
Yeah, that's-
Let me finish. Every Sunday they're bringing breakfast.
that's nice.
Too much.
This is every single week.
No, but that's,
Thursday you
that's
get
nice.
lunch. Team meets everybody. Everyone's having fun. Everyone's eating. Sunday morning, everybody comes in. You're not awake a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
None of you are awake.
It's an opportunity for you to actually, again,
Exactly.
start the week off right.
You got
And
an hour. You talk, tea, solif, medish. Then you get back to work.
That's good policy, actually. Like a lot of the companies that I've worked for do have the Thursday morning breakfasts, and that's always a nice thing. You walk in and then it's always something different,
Yeah, but it gets old real fast.
Yeah, here's the thing.
It's a nice thing for you to get used to.
Yeah.
Forced by upper management as opposed to just a spur of the moment, authentic thing. Just like, I'm going to ring up Jahaz and order something for the team.
Not necessarily forced, as much as it became a tradition with it. Like I walk in, for example, currently, like I walked in and there's something it's happening. It's already happening. People are already doing it. And it's not organized in a way where it's enforced or mandated. No, people actually want to do this.
Yeah,
So-
if it's by the people for the people,
Yeah.
that works. That's different.
But
More food in offices.
yeah,
That's always
my personal reservation comes with the aesthetics of the act itself. If you're going into a professional office, and this hasn't happened in our office, but if you're going to a seemingly professional office and you're seeing a major department just متربعين على الأرض وطابين في بخاري.
Yeah, man.
But that's not. But again, that
But it
shouldn't.
happens.
I always
It shouldn't be an everyday thing. It shouldn't be a regular thing.
لا
either.
لا لا, you're not getting my point. متسدحين على الأرض وتاكلون بخاري في مكتب وراكم طاولات و people just walking by. Like, it's not an aesthetic.
مو منظر.
مو منظر.
True, I agree. But then again, I understand when it happens on every now and then basis.
I do not believe in companies that are trying to create family vibes. Doesn't work.
No, my family is my family. I have
Exactly.
enough. Trust me,
Exactly.
I have
Yeah.
enough.
My family's not gonna give me a fucking warning and threaten me with firing me.
Fair point.
True.
Yeah, so stop the bullshit. Let's stop lying to each other. This is a family atmosphere. This does not fucking exist.
But it makes it.
You're here because you need a career.
Yes.
All right. And you need paycheck for your hard work for you to build your life.
Family means
نقطة.
unconditional love.
Exactly.
There are so many conditions.
There's a whole company guideline.
Bro, there's a contract. You need my
Yeah.
signature here.
Mommy
You
doesn't.
have my blueprint.
I don't believe in that
Yeah,
bullshit.
mommy
And
doesn't.
you cannot force me to believe in that bullshit.
Yeah.
Or that it actually works. It
Let the
doesn't.
man speak about his mommy. Go ahead.
Mommy doesn't set KPIs for me.
Doesn't
Well,
she?
I
Doesn't she?
Maybe not.
I mean,
but
you need
yeah.
to deliver kids,
No,
right? At
look,
some
she
point.
doesn't set anything for her, but
Because
it's always
I'm disappointment.
he always hears
Yeah.
"Yo, lady," and that's when you know that the request is coming in. Allah. Facts من الوالدة.
The KPIs are set, but it doesn't mean they're met.
Yeah.
ده شيء ثاني.
Again, disappointment.
That's the
It's my middle
standard. That's
name.
the standard.
I don't know. Some people enjoy it. Some people look. I know people that really love their jobs.
It's nice to build a culture, though. I'm not talking about
Yeah, you know
treating-
what's the culture? Having a healthy workplace
Yes, I don't
where
want
you
to kill
come
you.
in and you do your job.
Okay.
When you come in, you want to hang out and meet with everybody.
That's a healthy culture.
No,
though.
that's to a lot of people. That's not a healthy culture. A healthy culture نجي وانا مرتاح
No,
مروق.
but again, different workplaces do it differently.
My
It
definition
needs to be
of-
enforced in a healthy way.
My
where-
definition of a healthy culture is A, I do not dread going into the office.
Mhm.
B, I work, I get work done. And C, I do not want to kill people in the office with me.
هنا it's more of a recruitment
واخد
issue
حقي.
and team dynamics rather than a culture.
Yeah,
thing.
again,
which is something important that I don't know if HR actually take into account. You know, the fact that how different
HR, he said.
No, HR. Yes, you're responsible for,
Like,
for
you're
making sure this unit runs.
Yeah, you're making an assumption that most of HR in the country are doing what HR should do.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Which is
looking
that-
into team dynamics and how people fit.
Creating a
into,
culture means I have departments that are on their A game. I have employees that understand
Accountability.
the rules and regulations. I have employees that understand what they need to do in order for them to move
Responsibility.
forward.
and have the skills.
Understand that when I'm talking, they should shut the fuck up.
And know and understand.
No, still understand. Shut the
Okay.
fuck up, Jancy.
Okay, still
That's what the
understand.
fuck I'm trying to talk
Still
about.
understand.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Swear to God, man. Like, this is one of the worst days of my life, man. Happy Saudi Day, y'all. Astaghfirullah,
We
Alazim.
love,
Saudi.
we love each other.
No, fuck off, bro. I don't like you for shit, bro. Anyway,
So yeah, in closing,
I hate this guy. I swear to God, man. I hate this guy.
in closing, if your employees have each other on Snapchat, your work culture is messed up.
Oh, yeah.
That's Turks' friendships.
What? I don't use Snapchat,
Yo.
first of all.
Sir.
Excuse you?
He's the one
Yo.
talking about
No,
going
no,
and
no,
making
no.
friends at work.
Look, we all come here with our truths. Come with yours, please.
Tell him you're true.
We all come here with our truths, Shamsi. Come with yours.
I don't use Snapchat. That's my truth.
Okay, so what happens on
Because
Instagram, Shamsi?
straight to WhatsApp. Oh, okay.
Jenny, telephone. I have to take this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Subhanallah.
Yeah.
الو ما خلص
سبحان
اثنين
الله.
Yeah.
Yeah.
اهلا
ما
سلامتك
تدق اشاره ولا شيء
ما
سكت على
اقدر ما
الناس.
اقدر ارد الحين.
سلامتك time, please.
اي والله سلامتك تمام. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
والله كل عام وانتم بخير يا شباب.
كل عام والوطن بخير.
الوطن بخير. كل عام وكلنا بخير.
كل عام وانتم سعوديين.
كل عام وانتم سعوديين. بس مو كلهم يقدرون.
ايش؟
مو كلهم يقدرون.
I don't know what that means.
He wanted to say words.
ايه
Stop saying words.
I have a question. Is your parents giving you the silent treatment at home or something? Like, I want to understand, why do you need to keep talking? Is it something happened that...
Sometimes happens. It's unfortunate.
All right.
But we love each other nonetheless.
Big assumption. Big assumption. Let me love myself first before I love you.
A side eye look is not an I love you too. I'm just letting you know.
Thanks.
Find God. Okay? That's what Kanye... Find God. Don't come to work.
Alhamdulillah.
Find God. Anyway, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you.
Happy Saudi.
Tired, bro. Let's go home, bro.
You made me tired.
Yeah,
Swear
let's
to
go,
God.
bro.
I had 3 topics I wanted to fucking do, but you keep sucking the fun out of this goddamn podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, peace.
Peace.
This guy. Swear to God, bro.
Peace.